Well, look who's here today. It's our BES-TEX San Angelo Independent School District Scholar Athlete of the Week, and that would be junior gymnast and golfer Miguel Flores-Acton, a junior at Central High School, our BES-TEX Scholar Athlete of the Week. Congratulations, Miguel Acton. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
How's that junior year going? You enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty busy. A lot of
I'll
homework.
bet. I'll
hmm
bet. You've got a lot on your plate. Let's talk about gymnastics first. This is your first year on the varsity gymnastics squad. How long had you
hmm
been doing gymnastics before you made the varsity squad this year as a junior?
I started in eighth grade, just doing like the middle school stuff, and then I've been on JV freshman and sophomore year, and finally I made it to varsity and competed this year. So
So you started this whole thing in the eighth grade? That's a little late in the
yeah,
game for gymnastics.
yeah, it is pretty late.
So what what, did you have like one moment in your life where you decided in the eighth grade, I'm going to be a gymnast? Or were you always interested and just finally decided to take that first step?
Well, at first when I was like 8, I tried gymnastics and I quit after like 1 week, and I didn't like it.
We do have that in
But
common.
yeah, um, my sister knew some guys on the varsity gym team, and I saw him compete one time, and I was like, that'd be pretty cool. So I started doing the middle school thing next year, and I've done it for 3, 4 years now.
So when you
Uh,
first did gymnastics, when you first went to a class, you said you made it about a week, and that's a lot of kids. What
yeah.
caused you to not? What caused you to not come back after a week? Because for me, it was backflips. I'm not about to attempt a backflip at all.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it felt like I couldn't do really much, and I didn't see where the end result really was and what you could do. So,
It's hard when you begin at anything to see
yeah,
yourself advancing, but you only get out of stuff what you put into it. So you started in the eighth grade. You've been doing gymnastics ever since. Regionals just happened, and as a junior, you participated over the weekend. So how did it go for you at regionals this weekend?
it actually went really well for us. We were seated third going into regionals behind I'm pretty sure Permian and Abilene Cooper, and there's a qualifying score we needed to make, and most of us were thinking we just gotta do as best as we can and hope for the best. But we came out of regionals making the qualifying score and also winning, so it was a pretty good, big surprise, and we were all pretty happy.
So wait a minute,
So
y'all were supposed to do third at best, and you ended up
yeah,
winning.
yeah, we were seated third going in there,
Oh
the
wow!
underdogs.
So you have to make a certain score just to be in the competition. Uh, is that the way it works?
Yeah, so to go to state, there's a qualifying score that you're supposed to make, and we weren't too on track to make it, and we had to do like really really well, and so we weren't expecting it, and we actually made the qualifying score by 1/10, so it was
Oh
really
boy,
close.
by the
Yeah.
skin of your teeth, man.
Then
And
you
then you
guys
guys
went
went
on to
on to
beat
beat
Permian
Permian
and
and
everybody
everybody
else?
else.
Yeah, we beat Permian and Abilene Cooper, so we got first. Permian got second, and Cooper got third.
So after they did their thing, did you step out there and go, ha, that's cute, but let me show you this? Like a boss?
No, I'm not too cocky about it because I'm not the best at it too. But
Yeah.
I try to help out the team, and so every 10th counted that day.
Well, it's all about the team first and then you, and that's a good attitude, man. So let's talk about what exactly you do in gymnastics. What do you participate in?
So I do high bar and pommel horse. So high bar is like it's kind of it's in the name,
Yeah, right.
and you do certain skills like giants where you go all the way around, and like half turns, pirouettes, and then you have a dismount, which is like a backflip off of it, pretty much.
And the dismount is really important, right? How you land that can affect your score a whole lot.
Yeah. So whenever you're doing your routines, you want to keep the best form you can. So legs straight, toes pointed, and on your dismount, you get deductions off your start value if you have like a step or you fall, etc.
Right, because you see some people when they land that, there's that little stutter step they'll take, and that can count. That can cost you with the judges.
That's like 1 or 2 tenths off your score.
So when you on the high bar, there's the other one where there's more than one bar, right? Where you flip between one bar and the other.
That's the event that girls compete. So we only have one and they have two.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a difference. I didn't know that that was a girls thing only.
Or there's one that's where the bars are parallel to each other, and that's called parallel bars. But whenever they're like uneven on different levels, that's the girls' event. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that, man. So and you do the pommel horse as well. So basically, you run at that thing and then hit it and you flip in the air.
Oh no, that's a vault.
That's the vault. Okay.
Yeah. All
right.
Pommel horse is like has these two little handles on it. And you have to do circles around it and stuff like that, yeah.
Okay. I got those two mixed up. I'm glad you clarified that. Why those two? Did the coach choose those for you, say, I think you'll be good at this, or did you want to do that?
I mean, I started trying to do everything, but I'm not too great at flips and stuff like that, so I ended up not doing a vault or high or floor. And so, coach was like, you should try high bar and pommel, and so that's what I've been doing.
So what do you do for training aside from the events? Do you do weights, like a low weights and high reps, or how do you prepare your arms for that? Because that requires a lot of strength.
Yeah, we have, for the most part, we don't use weights too often for conditioning, but every now and then. And then we do a lot of body weight conditioning, so like, you do dips, pull-ups, stuff with body weight pretty much.
What about dive bomb push-ups?
I don't think we do those.
Hey, try it sometime, man. You'll love it.
Yeah, okay.
So, do you ever think this is dangerous? Does it enter your mind at all? Is there any kind of nervousness, like I could get hurt, or is it just, do you put it out of your mind?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's a lot of a nervousness that goes on, especially when I first started doing high bar. A lot of people are scared of that because you're going around pretty quick, and then if you fly off at the wrong time, you can land on not the things you're supposed to land on, like your head or something like that.
Hey, in today's day and age, the age you've grown up in, you can watch all of those accidents and mishaps on YouTube. I'm sure there's a million compilations of them.
Oh, yeah. We have videos of all our other teammates just flying off or something like that. It's pretty funny.
Have you ever received an injury or had a pretty bad spill?
For the most part, not on high bar or pommel. I've fallen on top of the bar a few times, and luckily, whenever we practice our skills, we have a foam pit with those cubes and stuff like that. And so when you fall off, even if you land on your head, you're going to be fine. So
that sounds kind of fun, actually, jumping in the pit.
Yeah.
So did you ever give any other events a try and decide it wasn't for you? The different.
I tried vault. I tried floor. I have like the basic skills, I guess. Some skills on it. And I also tried rings. I've tried pretty much all the events, and it's just I don't put practice into those. Mm-hmm. And so, I really put a lot of effort into high bar, and so that's what I compete in. Yeah, in pommel.
Probably hard to do more than a couple of events because you wouldn't get to train as hard.
Yeah.
Specifically. Mm-hmm. What's next as far as competition goes for you guys?
So we have state coming up in,
Woohoo!
I think, about 15 days. So on the 21st and 22nd or something like that.
All
And
right. Is that in
be in
Austin?
Rockwall.
Do they have that in Austin?
It'll be in Rockwall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Dallas.
Get to go take that long trip to the Metroplex. That'll be fun. We wish you the best of luck. I mean, you guys exceeded expectations already, and we talked to your
Yeah,
teammate.
we did really well.
We talked to your teammate and fellow Scholar Athlete of the Week, Madison Vogel, yesterday. I know she did well.
Oh,
so-
really?
Yeah. Man, you should have heard what she
Yeah.
said about you, but I don't want to start any trouble. I don't want to. No, I'm kidding, man. You're a great teammate.
Yeah, she's a really good gymnast for the girls team.
Very
She always wins like every event.
I know. Is that somebody
Yeah.
you kind of look up to? Like, you get to see somebody that does that well on a daily basis.
I mean, I'm like the only event we really share is from the boys and the girls is vault and floor. And I mean, I don't really do those events, but I'm like, how do you do that type of flips and stuff in such good form? But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, something you said should be an inspiration. You don't really have to be that good at doing flips to be a gymnast. You can do non-flipping things because when I was a kid,
for sure.
I thought you had to know how to backflip and all that.
Yeah, so a few years ago we had like a few guys that all they really did was pommel, and on pommel you don't have to do any flips, and they were really good, and they could not do a front flip to save their life. So
That's actually very encouraging, I'm sure, to a lot of people. Because you think, if I can't do a backflip or do a front flip, I couldn't be a gymnast, but maybe everybody can. Let's give it a try. But this isn't all that you do, Mr. Busy Man. You're a 3-year letterman in golf as well?
yeah, I've been playing golf for probably since I was like 9 or long time.
I heard somebody correct you and say 8. Is that your
Oh
mom?
yeah, that's my mom over there.
So you've been playing since
Yeah.
you were 8. Did you go with your parents and play, or how did you get introduced to it?
I mean, I think my dad just bought me like a set of clubs, and we would go to the local driving range and just hit some golf balls, and like maybe once or twice a week. And then from there, he was like, you know what? If you really like it, we'll get you a membership at one of the golf clubs, and you can go out and play.
Well,
And
hey,
so then I just started playing a bunch of junior tournaments and stuff like that.
obviously you have supportive parents. That's very nice.
Yeah.
So what all have you competed in golf-wise over your career in golf? Have you won a couple tournaments? What are your accolades so far?
Yeah. So actually, when I was like, I think 11, I went to the before the Masters, they have the drive, chip, and putt on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that before?
I believe so. I'm not real familiar.
Yeah.
with
So
it.
I made it to the national finals over there, and when I was on TV and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, I play in some tournaments around like the Midland area in San Antonio, Austin.
Yeah,
So
make sure your
Yeah.
folks don't let you miss anything because we want you to talk about all your accomplishments. So you were on TV. Wow, that's nice.
yeah, I
TV
was.
shows.
hmm
I bet that was quite an experience. Let's talk about the future. You don't have to make a decision now, but what would you rather do on the next level, golf or gymnastics? Or both?
I mean, I'm like really good at like computer science, and I really enjoy that type of stuff, and like robotics and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And so probably after senior year when I go to college, I don't think I'm going to play golf or do gymnastics. But I mean, maybe like on the intramural teams and stuff like that, but not for like the college team. So
But you're going to play golf the rest of your life for fun, right? You'll always be
yeah,
out
I
there
mean, it's
playing.
always a fun thing to go out there and play with friends and stuff.
Tell them where you're applying.
What's that? Did Dad want you to share something?
Oh, he was saying, tell him where you're applying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply to some like those big tech schools like MIT and Carnegie Mellon and stuff like that.
Really?
Hmm.
You're our scholar athlete of the week, and we were going to talk about that anyway. Are you really at the top of your class? You're number one as far as grades go in the
Yeah,
junior class?
I'm the valedictorian currently so far.
Do you
Miguel,
study
are
a whole
state
lot?
champion of
Do you study every night at a certain time? How do you do that?
Um, I mean, I kind of just have the natural gift of being really good at math, and luckily, a lot of the AP classes you take are pretty math based and STEM related. So I've taken a lot of those classes and do well in those. But I mean, I guess what gives me the hardest time is English.
Usually
I
people
have
that are good
to
at math
write
don't
a
like
bunch.
English. English people don't like math.
Yeah, I'm one of those two options.
So
Tell him you're
when you were
state
younger,
champion.
did you study a lot, or has this always just been something that you could just do and still study but not obsess over it?
I think ever since I was pretty little, I've just been really good at math, and it's my thing. So yeah, I don't really study for math at all.
Lucky man.
Yeah.
Uh, let's do a boring adult newsy type of question for you. You're into robotics?
Yeah.
Can you build me a battle bot like with a chainsaw on it, and so I can run around here and
I
destroy
mean,
stuff?
if I had the budget for it, maybe. I I actually did in when I was at Glenn, we did this robotics competition they had for Texas, and we actually ended up winning state one time, and then we also placed second the following year.
So state champs, and then runners up the next year. That's pretty good. You have a wealth of
Yeah.
experience in different things and winning in all of them. Doing well. Okay, here's the boring question. You know a lot about artificial intelligence and robotics and that kind of stuff?
I mean, I know a handful about artificial intelligence. I mean, it's kind of a very big topic,
Right.
so
Do you think we should go
kind
ahead
of.
and start making laws about artificial intelligence before it gets out of hand and they start hunting us down? The robots and the
Um,
drones?
I mean, really, it depends on. It's kind of like anything else. If you can make an artificial intelligence to do whatever you want, and so if you tell it, "Hey, learn how to make something with a bad intent," I mean, it's gonna do some bad stuff. So, just like anything, I guess there should be uh, regulations on. You can't make a robot to try and figure out how to kill somebody or something like that.
Right.
So
So maybe we should be proactive and go ahead and make some rules before it gets out of hand. I love talking to you,
yeah,
man. You're valedictorian. I would think I was talking to somebody that had a wealth of experience, 20 years out in adulthood. Very intelligent, man. We wish you the best in the future. Anybody you want to thank, a favorite teacher, somebody who made a difference in your life, now's your chance.
um, I had a bunch of great teachers that taught me a bunch about a bunch of what I know and got me like inspired. My sixth grade science teacher and also my robotics teacher at Glenn, Mr. Ratcliffe. Um, he was like phenomenal. He made me so like, how do you say this? He was like so inspiring, and I got into robotics and loved it. Um, I'd say I love all my math teachers I've had because I just enjoy that subject. And
Your physics teacher?
um, I mean, I also remember having my third grade math teacher, Miss Webb. She tried teaching me um, what is it, algebra, and it took a little while to settle in. But yeah, those teachers that helped me out and taught me beyond what everybody else was learning. And
Have you
so
ever had to have a presence in your life, parents or teachers, to tell you you're naturally good at math, So you don't have to put forth a lot of effort all the time because it comes natural to you. Have you had somebody to kind of get on you a little bit and go, I can tell you're cruising. You need to go above this and don't cruise through it and try to get to the next level. Is there someone in your life that pushes you?
Yeah, my parents are like, they've always helped me a lot. And I mean, actually, what ended up happening is I took 8th grade math, and I was like, no, I took 7th grade math.
6th grade.
Wait, what was it?
Sixth
6th
grade.
grade math. And I was like, this 6th grade math is so boring.
It's all robotics.
And so I was like, you know what? I just want to go to 7th grade math. So during the summer, I just tested out of it, and I've been ahead like 1 year in math. So yeah, I didn't want to just sit there and do nothing.
So you were taking high school math?
Yeah. So actually, this year I'm taking calculus with the seniors.
And they have to take into account that you have to be motivated. Some of this stuff, if it's easy for you, they got to push you to that next level. Is calculus doing that? Is it a little harder for you?
Yeah, definitely. There's some things you have to study for just to remember and stuff like that. But I mean, for me, it's not too bad. But I know a lot of people that really have difficulty with like pre-cal and calculus and stuff like that.
Well, is there anything your parents need you to mention that you haven't mentioned yet? Because I don't want you to go off there and they go, why didn't you say this or that?
Your gymnastics coach.
My gymnastics coach, he's been really awesome. I mean, for our team this year, not only to me but to my teammates, he's been like pushing us really hard and being a great coach and helping us. And so he's a big reason we made it to state this year.
That's Coach Kern Arrett.
Yeah.
All right.
Coach
Miguel,
Arrett.
tell him what you do in your free time.
Yeah, what do you do in your free time if you have any?
You like
yeah.
to self-learn all the time.
Yeah, I mean, in my free time, I mean, I don't have too much free time now. I mean, all my English homework feels like, but sometimes, I mean, I have a 3D printer in my room, and I do some little malicious projects sometimes. Like one time, I created this little circuit. You buy some cheap parts off of Amazon. For like $10, you can hack someone's garage and just do some silly stuff.
You're kind of intelligence in the wrong hands, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I just did it to my friend, so it was all good.
Can you make me a guitar?
Yeah, I do. I take guitar lessons, and
do you?
Yeah, I can play guitar all right. I'm pretty good at it, I guess.
You want to cut heads sometime? You know what cutting heads is? Where you show off back and forth on the guitar.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
Man, I think you will excel over your life at guitar because if you're good at math, scales and intervals.
Yeah.
You got that,
man. Tell him that you're building a car with your dad.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Yeah, actually, in our garage, we're building a car. It's called a Superlight SLC. It's a kit car they make in Michigan. So we bought the kit, and we've been making it it's primarily my dad, and I help him out.
You helped with the electronics?
I helped him with a lot of the electronics and circuitry like that.
You created
that's really cool, man.
Yeah. So it actually runs now, but the problem is something's wrong with the left side of the engine, and it keeps overheating.
I bet you can figure that problem out.
Tell them about the horns.
Okay. Huh? Say that again?
I bet you can fix it eventually. You'll figure it out, right? What'll keep
we're going to take it to the shop, so figure out what's wrong with it.
We hope that you just keep on keeping on, man. Keep smiling. Keep playing golf. Enjoy your rest of your junior year and your senior year. Keep practicing that guitar, and we'll see you down the road. Maybe we can play a song together or something, man. That'd be cool, dude. Keep it up, man. Keep being you. And thanks to your parents for the great job they've did. And hopefully you figure out why the left side of that engine's overheating, man.
Yeah. Sometime you'll see it on the street. Because, I mean, it'll be street legal, and so we might drive it around. I don't know what color we're going to paint it yet, but...
Angry orange. It's got to be orange.
Angry orange? I don't know. Depends on what my dad wants to put, what coat.
Well, say hi to Mom and Dad for us, and it's been great talking to you, man. We wish you the best. Our BES-TEX Scholar Athlete of the Week. Gymnast, golf player, guitar player, robotics enthusiast, good at math, Miguel Flores-Acton, ranked #1, your current valedictorian here before long. Hope you stay #1, man. We appreciate you, Miguel.
Okay.
You have a great day, and thanks for coming on with BES-TEX and Concho Sports Network.
Thank you.